Well, thanks to our friends over in Japan, it looks like we might have a few more titles that we can now scratch off our list for the upcoming Sega Genesis Classic 2, Sega Genesis Mini 2, or the Mega Drive, depending where you're located. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. If you guys are finding me for the very first time, please be sure to smash that like and subscribe button. That way you guys can stay up to date on all future content here on the channel. So Sega announced that they're going to be doing the Sega Mini system, the second version of that console, and that's really awesome for me. Yes, I would have liked the Mini Dreamcast or maybe a Saturn, but let's be honest, that's probably not really in the realm of possibility at this particular time. But the Sega Genesis Mini was such a great console that to have a sequel to that, including Sega CD games, I think is really something special, especially when you look at some of the games that are already announced for this thing, like something like Sonic CD and Shiny Force and all these other games, Sonic 3D Blast. These are just a few of the 50 titles that they promised us for the Sega Genesis Mini 2. And what's really good about that is it looks like, thanks to our Japanese friends, that we might be getting even more games that we weren't really particular expecting on this thing, such as Final Fight CD, and more importantly, Lunar 1 and Lunar 2 from the Sega CD. Like, that is a huge announcement if in fact we get it over here in the States. Now, this is coming from the Japanese Twitter. These are games that they announced on their Japanese account, so we don't really know if they're confirmed to come over here in the US or not. But normally when they announce something over there, we do get the versions over here, especially if they're games that were already at least here in North America. Lunar 1 and Lunar 2 were both on the American domestic Sega CD, so it looks like we might be getting over, Lunar 1 and Lunar 2 over here. Lunar 1 and Lunar 2 are very, very popular games. Some people think that it's probably one of the best RPGs out, and a lot of people are very, very massive, big fans of Lunar 1 and Lunar 2, and me speaking just as a RPG fan, I've always wanted to play Lunar 1 and Lunar 2, but to get those games on either Sega CD or on the PS1, like, they are massively expensive right now. Like, retro games are just going up in price, and unfortunately Lunar 1 and Lunar 2 are just very, very expensive to play. So if Sega can actually give us the Japanese versions or the English versions, but be able to bring those over on this mini console, I think it would be great. It would definitely make that console worth the money if we had these two games. Yes, Final Fight CD is awesome, Sonic CD, all that stuff is absolutely great, but if you want to make this console worth the while and you want to give us some great stuff, then I think bringing in the Lunar 1 and Lunar 2 games on the Sega Genesis Mini 2 is a great way to go about it. And I really, really hope that that is the case, that we do get those two games, because like I said, they are fan favorites. They are very thought out and very well put together RPGs that many people automatically assume as like one of the best RPGs out there, other than your big main Final Fantasies and Dragon Quest and all of that. Lunar is definitely talked about in like the top RPGs of all time. So if Sega can actually give us the Lunar games on the mini console, I definitely think it would make the value of this thing worth even more, because a lot of people might be on the fence. We already have one. Why do we need a Mini 2? Well, if you give us games like Final Fight CD, Fatal Fury, and Lunar 1 and Lunar 2 on these consoles, it makes it that much more appealing to get these games. But that's just my thoughts on it. I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. Smash that like and subscribe button. Tell me, are you interested in the Sega Genesis Mini or the Mega Drive Mini 2, depending where you're located in the world? Leave those comments in the comment box below. And until next time, as always, I am Robert Storms, and that is my opinion.